Hey, mic check, man. 1 2 1 2 1 2. Mic check, bro. Hey, first and foremost, man. First and foremost, let me say this, right? Because I don't like that this type of shit be going down in the black community, bro. So R.I.P. man to Lil Ronnie and also his daughter. Okay, that's first and foremost. R.I.P. to them. Um, what makes it so bad, man, is the fact that his daughter. So that's the obvious discussion. That's the obvious point. Is the fact that it's his daughter who lost her life at the age of 5 years old, and she just turned five. So she was four, and she just barely turned 5 years old, man. And if it wasn't for the daughter being taken away from us, right, I don't think this story would be as big as it is because we hear about this type of shit every day. Rappers, street niggas getting killed, killing people, whatever the fuck it may be, man. But my thing, this is my thing, man. And you guys know how I feel about boys who play games in the streets and then they get these consequences and stuff like that. And it's just due. It's not like it's unwarranted. It's not like it's wrong. It's like they've done it, so it's their time to get it done to them. So they've done dirt. Now some dirt is happening to them, right? But as I'm looking at this story and I'm listening to everything that led up to the actual moment that he got shot and his daughter got shot and they got ambushed at the car wash out there in Fort Worth, I just can't help but to say that this nigga Lil Ronnie, man, I don't know the nigga, but it's obvious that he used his daughter as a shield, as a way to keep people off his ass, right? Maybe like, back in the day, they would say that, if a street nigga was with his people, his ops would actually would cease fire or they'll pull off or they'll come back to another day. They'll come back for another day. And a lot of them street niggas understand that they can hide behind family and folks will spare their life because you was with your grandmother and shit, nigga. Or you was with your wife or your daughter or your son, right? So they don't want to really make a scene because what they doing is supposed to be in secret. It's supposed to be underground shit. Like when y'all catching bodies and shit like that, when you actually killing people and niggas in your circle getting killed, it's supposed to be some low key underground type of shit. It ain't supposed to be to where civilians can see what you're doing. It's supposed to be some back alley, really underground for real. But like I say, it's some bando type shit. It's supposed to be like that, man. And boys took advantage of that, right, by actually hiding behind family members, man. And I always said that street niggas, they put on this front like as if they give a fuck about family. And yeah, they do, but it's not what you think it is. Like street niggas hide behind their family members. They give out the persona that they are husbands and they got three, four, five kids and shit like that, and they was last seen with their family and just in case if they were to get killed, just like you see with Lil Ronnie and his daughter, if they get killed, they don't want their murders to go unsolved. That's why they hide so hard behind family. They know that the police, they know that the homicide detectives don't give a damn about gangsters and shit like that getting killed, bro. And they don't even put an effort into trying to find out the killers unless somebody come forth and let it be known, hey, this guy is the one who did that, if that's what you're trying to solve. And if the police and if homicide detectives just want to goddamn have something to do, then I guess if they ain't got nothing to do, then hell, locking somebody up for murder, man, yo, it's a good look for them. It's a plus. That's it, man. But you got high profile murders and shit, or these rappers get who are street niggas who getting killed, and that's gonna bring attention to where yes, police most definitely gonna pick up that. Yeah, they gonna pick up that story for sure, right? But the average street nigga who get killed, I'm telling you what I do know, man. Don't nobody niggas don't give a fuck about that. They don't give a fuck about them type of niggas, man. All right, they really glad that they ass are getting out of here, and yet they'll have niggas who are actual the doing who's doing the killing. They'll let them guys go free because they doing pretty much the police work. What the police really want to do, these street niggas are doing it for them. So like they'll leave King Von them on the street as long as he's out here killing these other goddamn gangsters and shit. Then they'll leave King Von. They'll leave Rondo number 9 for the, they'll leave D Rose. Them niggas in Chicago, right? They'll leave these street niggas on the streets, man, just for their purposes, bro. Right? So what I'm saying though, when you got these street niggas who act like they give a fuck about family, but they really using family as shield, they don't want their murders to go unsolved. They do want they scary ass, right? These cowardly ass niggas do want people to give enough a fuck about them to where they look into who killed them, man, if they were to get killed. So this shit happening with Lil Ronnie, this is what he wanted. But it was so much of a hoe. He's so much of a hoe. And like I say, RIP to him, RIP to his daughter, but it's really not nigga ain't giving a fuck about him. It's the fact that you use your daughter like Nino Brown used that little girl in New Jack City. She was your shield, dog. And you thinking young niggas, cause these two suspects, as I'm looking at, they was born in the 2000s, nigga. It's not like they some 1980s gangsters, bro. They 2000s. So these young niggas, man, right? And you thinking these young dudes give a fuck about codes of the old streets. Like you believe a nigga 22, 23, a nigga 19, 20, you think he give a fuck about not shooting you in front of your goddamn mama, nigga. If he looking for you and he know that you a coward and you like hiding behind your mama and your girl and your daughter and your kids and shit, and you just thinking he just won't gun you down in front of your people because you not gonna come outside to play any of the time, but you've done some whole ass shit too, right? You've dissed dead ops, you've clowned people, you talked about the dead, you've done all kind of foul shit, bro. You done shot niggas your goddamn self, right? But every time you come out, it's always with some family member that you think is gonna spare you in that moment from getting your issue from a nigga who wants your ass. We talking about an active op, my nigga. An active op on your ass, man. You thinking about you having your daughter with you, an active op is gonna let you ride. And I'm gonna give a little, not grace, but the benefit of doubt of the guys who hunted your ass down, because when I'm hearing that they actually just started shooting at you, and I'm gonna say that them guys probably wouldn't have shot at your ass neither though if they knew that your daughter was in the back seat. So the nigga you at a car wash that a nigga already told you can't come up to, you know this shit, right? A lot of your people done got shot, right? You still test your luck or try your nuts, and instead of you going by yourself, man, you bring your daughter with you. Your daughter unfortunately had to lose her life riding with her ignorant ass fucking daddy, man, to go prove a point. This little girl, 5 years old, and she had to lose her life for the fuck what? That shit, no, that don't make no sense to me, man. You know niggas are looking for you, actively looking for you, actively, bro. It's a difference from you having old enemies from 20 years ago and that shit done settled. You ain't really worried about it. They ain't worried about it. Compared to now you having active ops, niggas who are actively trying to kill you. That's what an op is in the streets. Your ops are niggas who are actively sliding on your stupid ass, man, or sliding on your people, bro. They actively doing this shit. They ain't chill, bro. What y'all have done with each other is fresh. It ain't old shit from 30 years ago. Y'all not that old for one. So y'all not picking up beef from the 90s and shit like Terrence Gangster Williams and the little diesel guy that he's actually was talking to, and he say it was an op of his from the 90s and shit. But now it's 30 years, 35 years later, and they can sit down and talk, right? What up, Brownie? What up, Brown Heart? What up? Yeah, you can hear me, Brownie. I want to make sure you can hear me. Am I sounding clear? Am I good? Cause I'm on this new headset, man. I just want to make sure I'm straight. I haven't did a live on this one yet. So y'all niggas beef is not that old to where you can actually go up to car washes and take your time like these niggas do, man. Take your time at the car wash and you gonna hit the car, touch the car up. Not just that, right? You gonna fuck around and hit the wheels. You gonna vacuum the motherfucker out. You gonna wipe it down on the inside. You gonna do the works. Like niggas be taking their time at the car wash. You gonna hit the weed, listen to music. You up there chilling, and why you think you can chill in a place where your ops have told you, don't bring your bitch ass here, cause we on your ass. And now, it wasn't just you who was a casualty. It was your little girl who just turned 5 years old, and you want me to believe that this nigga didn't know that he was putting his daughter in harm's way, Brownie. Is what you telling me? Y'all want me to believe that this nigga didn't know that he was putting his little girl in harm's way by using her as a goddamn human shield, thinking that that's gonna spare his life one more day? Cause that's supposed to be his tactic, his strategy to live the next day and shit. Is to surround himself around family members and all that. Nigga, I'm telling y'all, get the fuck away, man, from an active nigga in the streets, bro, who come around. See, my little bitch ass cousin, when we was young, the younger, around 2008. See, we was out there in Fifth Ward, and he would come around to my grandmother's house like every day for some reason. He'll be over there like we like, what the fuck you over here every day? You don't even stay in Fifth Ward, nigga. You stay on the east side of Houston, right? So you bring your ass over here every day, hugging on my grandmother, hugging on my goddamn mama. And me and you be on the porch chilling, and you got your partner with you. I don't even know this nigga. So you bringing niggas over here we don't even know. And come to find out, my cousin, he had witnessed a murder. I don't think he had nothing to do with it, but he was there when it took place, right? So he had to go to jail for a while. So right after that, we found out that this nigga he had witnessed a murder, right? And I'm like, he witnessed a murder? Like what the fuck? But he didn't do it. But he was there, right, when it took place. So I'm like, nigga, so y'all playing games like that, right? And you bringing that bitch ass shit over to my grandmother's house for what? On that street shit, nigga, on that hood shit, bro. You bringing that shit around civilians for the scary ass nigga. You bringing that shit around civilians for what? That would be common sense. You're right. They shoot up funerals. I hear ain't nobody say they shooting up funerals. They fighting at funerals. They shooting up birthday parties, graduation parties. When niggas have realized, Brownie, right? When boys have realized that op of theirs is so cowardly that they do dirty shit. They play dirty ass games, but the first thing they want to do is run behind family and shit, thinking that we gonna have that truce, right? The truce of we not gonna get you when you with your grandmother ass shit. Trying to show respect, right? For your grandmother, for your mama. To not have that image in your mama head that you got bust in your head in front of your mama and grandmama and shit, right? We know what it means for a mom and a grandmama, right? We know how people feel about their mamas and grandmamas, or even daddies, granddaddies, right? It don't matter. But really, like sons and daughters, you don't want to leave this lasting image in a little girl head or in a little boy head that his daddy got killed right there in front of him. 'Cause that's gonna scar his ass for life, right? So so niggas just want to hide behind them on some, bro. Give me grace, bro. I'm with my family, bro. Give me grace, my nigga. Bitch ass nigga, we been giving you grace, nigga. Every time we trying to get on you, dog, your ass is with your family, but you steady doing dirt. Like I'm not really chasing after you what you did 10 years ago type shit, bro. I'm coming after you now because you just shot a nigga like 2 or 3 weeks ago, bro. You just shot a nigga last year. You just shot one of my people, nigga, like a couple of months ago. You what the fuck you mean grace at this point, nigga? Grace? You just want to live another day, huh? That's what they want to do, Brownie. They just want to live just one more day, right? So that's a surviving tactic, but it ain't working. That's what we saying. It ain't working. It ain't working, bro. Why you acting like that shit work, man? Niggas shooting the shit out. Man, listen, man. I'm just trying to think if I had ops. I just say these niggas on YouTube who play games on YouTube, and if they was just doing some dirty shit to my people, and then I know you got a wife and children, and you thinking I would really give a fuck about you being with your wife and kids if I got a chance to get at you, dog. And maybe if I'm really a dirty nigga, I guess I get at everybody else who's around you, nigga. So you want to make it to where people are afraid to stand next to this nigga, even his family, because niggas would shoot at everybody with this nigga. What up, Mr. Music? What up, OG? Mr. Music, you gotta explain to me, Mr. Music, why do niggas think that this is the 1970s and 80s, back in the day when the old gangsters knew not to be playing certain games first and foremost, and yet you, let's say in a neighborhood where it was like family oriented, like Fifth Ward out there in Houston, that you have people would kind of spare you because they do know your mama and grandmama, and your, like my mama would know your grandmama, so it's like I can come and talk to you. Let's say, Mr. Music, back in the day when my daddy was coming up, or let's say cousins, right? Ones who was born in the 60s and 70s, right? Uh, they coming up in the 80s and 90s, right? We so tight knit in Fifth Ward to where before you take it there to where you have to kill somebody, yes, somebody would come and holler at my grandma. Let's say if one of my knuckleheaded ass cousins, right, dumbass motherfucking uncles, somebody, right, done robbed somebody, done stole some shit, done did some fucked up shit, and niggas know who did it. A motherfucker would come and holler at my grandmama about that to give my grandmama a chance to talk to her son, to give my mother a chance to talk to me or my brother before they just straight up kill a nigga, bro. You see what I'm saying? They'll give you a chance to say, look. So my mother or my grandmother would be on the phone and say, well, Russell, you need to come by, man, come by because so and so came by here looking for you, and he say that you stole $10,000 from him, you robbed him for this, you robbed him for that, like, and he looking for you, he wasn't playing with you, like you need to do something about that, bro, because he giving you grace by coming to holler at me first instead of just going after you, dog, because he just know that his mama, his grandmama know us. We know each other, nigga. Everybody know each other. So what the hell is we finna? That's what it was though back in the day, Mr. Music. Brownie. That's why you can't associate with any everybody. You can't. That's how it was back in the day. Everybody in the hood knew each other going back generations. So therefore, it'll be kind of bad if I shot a nigga in Fifth Ward. You get what I'm saying? And my mama and everybody know his mama. And it's like, how would that look though now? That you know what I'm saying? Like we grew up together and shit. Or we just know each other. We know each other. Even if I don't know him as much as my mother know his mama. Cause there's some niggas in Fifth Ward I didn't know like that. But my mother knew they family and shit. It's like you just know my grandmama, my daddy and them know they family. So just imagine how that look though. And maybe the retaliation will blow back on my family though. They say if I get locked up and people come back and want to get revenge on my family. See, let me show you something, Mr. Music. See, my cousin, I had a gay cousin, right? He died, right, back in 2007. R.I.P. to one of and he was one of my favorite. Cause he was a good dude, right? I respected him, man. Like everybody loved him. We all loved him. We'll beat your ass over this dude because he was gay, but he didn't bring that shit around us. He never disrespected us. He always showed us how to either dress or put us on money. Like he was not on no bullshit, but he just had a preference in men, right? So we knew that about him. But we loved that nigga though. He was one of them cool guys, right? And what happened was he had a son. So I think he this nigga this nigga crazy. He was one of them, he was one of them niggas who turned gay later on, like or whatever. But he did had pussy and shit. So he one of them type of like beef sex ass niggas, bro. Like he one of them type of guy. So what happened was this nigga had a son, dog. And one day we was all in Fifth Ward chilling, and it was me and my other cousins, and then we were just sitting on the porch, just chilling, what the fuck we was doing. And then my cousin gonna bring his son, who was from the other side of town. He wasn't even from Fifth Ward, but he was just like us on some hood shit. But he was from like the south side or something. He was from somewhere else. But he had this nigga over here with us, dog, and he introduced us to his son. After all these years, we never knew this nigga had a son our age, bro. Now just imagine, Mr. Music, just imagine. And I remember I said it to him. I said, man, I'm glad, bro. Cause I was talking to his son. I said, man, what's up, man? How you doing? We all was speaking to him. We all hugged and all. We all talked. And I'm saying, man, I said, this is my first time, our first time meeting you. I must have been about 17, 18 years old. And I'm like, man, dog, just that it's good to finally meet you or see you because I never seen you before. We ain't never seen you before. I said, hey, you been around here before? He was like, nah. And I was like, so I told my cousin, the gay one, I said, I'm glad you did this because what if we would have had any beef with this guy and they would have went out on some we fighting or we shooting at each other and shit like that and come to find out this is your goddamn son and nigga you ain't tell us about this shit. Just imagine how that would look though if he would have shot us or we would have shot him. Come to find out this is your motherfucking son, dog, and we would never have thought of this shit because you gay. Man, that shit crazy in the motherfucker. But that kind of shit there, how it plays out in these areas, dog, to where man, people had to kind of consider, you know, could this be my cousin? Could this be my brother? And I've heard stories, or I heard stories about had brothers and shit shooting at each other, or even out there in Chicago or New Orleans or Philadelphia, you got niggas who are actually brothers, bro. Got beef like they ops, and not really knowing that they brothers, or maybe they do know they brothers, right? But they with they side though against they brothers, man. How does this shit look for the family, Mr. Music? How does shit look for the family, man? That's in Fort Worth. I know for a fact Fort Worth, dog. Fort Worth, Texas is small. All right. And I like Fort Worth, dog. It's a real chill little city. Don't get me wrong, right? It's a nice little city to go and hang at, like Austin and Waco, and them areas. Like they the smaller cities, but they chill. But listen, them niggas all know each other in Fort Worth, man. And chances are them niggas are related. Yeah, them niggas be cousins and shit, bro. They cousins, bro. They cousins, dog. They brothers, had brothers, step brothers, whatever the fuck, right? They related, man. Just like in Fifth Ward when I'm from, everybody is somewhat related, dog. Like when you look down the line, you will see I've seen it so many people who's related. I'm like, damn. So sometimes you don't even want to mess with nobody from Fifth Ward because you could be messing with your cousin or a half sister or some shit like that, bro. That's how close that was, man. What I'm saying though, Cain and Abel type of scenario. See, me and my brother, we brothers, right? But we don't look alike like that. We don't look alike. Some people say we got little resemblance, but it's not like that though, right? It's like we you could tell it's a difference between me and him. And just imagine if me and him was opposite sides and shit, and we was ops, and come to find out, nigga, we both our daddy's son, and we shooting at each other and shit, but we our daddy's son. But getting back to what I'm saying about the Lil Ronnie situation, man. Lil Ronnie hiding behind his daughter, Mr. Music, Ronnie. You hiding behind that little girl, and that little girl lost her life. It just imagine being 5 and you lose your life. Like you know what I mean? Like when do you realize who you are? Like what age is that, Brownie? What age are you when you realize like you know people, but when do you realize who you are? Is it 4? Is it 5? When is it, man? Is it 3? Like what age do you understand, okay, I'm living in this reality, I'm a human, I'm of this world? Because I think I'm just trying to see, it's not 10. By 10, you know who you are, right? But when do you really get a concept of reality? Like, okay, my name, you know your name, you can know your name at 2, but I don't think you fully aware, like, I am in this realm and I am of this earth and I am a living being in this. Like, how old you have to be? By 3, 4? So by 3, 4, huh? So even a child that young, 3, 4, 5 years old, do they understand what death is? Do they understand? Like, do this little girl, do she realize she's like deceased? And they like, do she understand what's going on? Of course she don't, right? She don't understand what the fuck's going on at 5 to know. Okay, I'm with my daddy, and my daddy got ops, and my daddy got people who want to actively kill him, and here I am with my daddy, not knowing that I'm walking around in a war zone. I'm riding around in a war zone, being a little kid, dog, not knowing shit. Not a 12, 13, 14, 15 year old girl. We talking about a 4, 5 year old girl who was 4, just turned 5, and you just ride with you happy to be with your daddy. Like, look, man, I seen a nigga. What up, passport? What up? I seen a nigga, dog, on the north side of Houston driving, and he had this little girl with him. The little girl must have been about 3 years old, 2 or 3 years old. And I could have swore to God, this nigga did not have a seatbelt. She was riding in the front seat, standing up in the goddamn seat while he driving. And I'm looking like, what the fuck? And you've heard stories around Houston where niggas be leaving their children and shit unprotected, child endangerment. Let's say they running from the police with their child in the car. They'll jump out the car and run, and their child will be in the car. You got niggas in Houston who would fucking around with carjack a car when you go into the store and you had your baby and shit in the back seat, and niggas would abandon the car somewhere because they realize there's a baby in the back seat. It's crash dummy ass shit. Like, it's crash out, crash dummy shit like that taking place in Houston, bro. You see what I'm saying? These kids sitting around looking like, what the fuck I'm doing, man? Where are we, dog? Where am I, dog? What's going on, man? All they want to do is have fun and play, and not knowing my motherfucking daddy guy was running from the police. What the hell is running from the police? What does that mean? Look, you trust him because you want to have faith in your mama and daddy that doing the right thing. You just there riding with them. You ain't conscious enough to say, hold on, man, what the hell, nigga, slow the fuck down. No, drive me off, bro. Fuck that. You just ride, trusting that your mama and daddy is not gonna crash, that they not gonna jump off a goddamn on the side of the road or jump off a highway. They not gonna run into some shit. You just trusting. How do you have that kind of trust? I think that's the grace that people be having. Is when they got kids who trust them. That's that trust from a child actually helps their parents and shit kind of get through shit. Cause if you just understand certain humans, you know everybody's not intact, right? You know everybody's not got their faculties all together. That's on point in knowing how to deal with stressful situations, shit like that, right? So you got kids running around you, and I think it's those kids, right? Them kids, them children, is giving you the grace. My bad, hold up. It's giving you the goddamn grace to see you through because you don't know what the fuck you doing. It's the kids though. It's the kids' grace on why you running from the police and you ain't crash shit, nigga. Cause you ain't no motherfucking nigga who, unless you telling me you good at running from the police, which you might be, but you ain't that goddamn cold to dodge one of these trucks though, man. These trucks run on your ass. You ain't gonna duck a truck, nigga. You ain't gonna duck a curve, nigga. You can't get around a curve smooth like that, bro. No, so you got a baby with you. That baby is just with his innocence, nigga. His good innocence, right? Good ignorance, all that, whatever you want to say about this child, is helping you get through this dumbass shit you doing, man. Whether you got a bunch of drugs in your car and you being spared by the police, or the police not pulling you over because you got fucked up tags and shit like that, and you got a fucked up tail light or a fucking fucked up headlight. It's like your shit raggedy, and yeah, you got your babies in the car with you, and that's the only reason you can actually get through, right? So niggas be believing that that's how they gonna get through in dealing with their obstacle, right? Who's actively trying to get at them. Man, stop, man. Fact, that's why you drive a cheap car. I want to take a 10 year. Man, come on, yeah, exactly, man. Just imagine these children. Like times I done had my kid when they was little, right? Like 3, 4 years old and shit. They little, and they just trusting that I. That's why I always take pride in driving safely and correct. Cause I'm like, people's lives be in my hand. I don't want to be the reason why a person lost their life, let alone lose my own life, right? So I'm like, okay, I got my babies in the car with me. I can't drive reckless, nigga. I don't drive reckless, period. But still, I just can't drive like an idiot because these babies are with me and shit, right? And they just with me on some innocent shit. Trusting a nigga, bro. Trusting that I'm gonna get them from here to there safely, bro. They are not expecting to goddamn be in a fucking car crash and shit caused by me because they the car done flipped over. My truck done flipped over because I'm running from a nigga who trying to get at me. I'm running from the police. Hey, them bitch ass street niggas be hiding behind their family, bro. It don't work no more, man. That's what boys got to understand now, nigga. You can't run behind your children no more, or your mama, or your grandmama, or your baby mama, nigga. You can't run behind them folks, cause them folks don't give a fuck about laying you down in front of them, because they see that this is what you gonna do. You ain't gonna meet them head up. You ain't gonna be by yourself. You gonna find a way to get around them after you done dirty shit, right? And nigga want your ass. So now they know if you see them when you with your goddamn family, if you happen to see these niggas and a nigga spared you, see, he might not ever get a chance to get at your ass. Cause you a running man ass nigga, bro. You a fucking a Wile E. Coyote, a road runner ass nigga, bro. You a Sonic the Hedgehog ass video game ass nigga, bro. I'm looking at them videos, Brownie, on Chicago, where you got it's a dude walking down the street with his kid and shit, and his ops pulled up on him talking about, yeah, bitch ass nigga, yeah, we could get you right now, hoe ass nigga, but yeah, you lucky you with your son, you lucky you with your daughter, nigga. He walking on the sidewalk, quiet in the motherfucker, ain't saying shit, but got his son or daughter in his hand, walking them and shit. And of course, these niggas could have got his ass, but look, how would that look for this little small ass child to have to see that? And what's gonna happen though to that small child, knowing that the dad is dead right there? How the child gonna get home? What the child gonna do, man? What a 5-year-old gonna fucking do? What a 4-year-old gonna do, bro? Walking. Now you got some kids who know how to get home at the ages though. They know how, if they in a neighborhood, or if they seen where they went, they know how to go back. Like, it's some smart ass children, bro. Like, don't get me wrong. So 4, 5 years old, they not. You can't say a 4 or 5 year old, if they see how they got to a place, that they won't get back. Like, how, you know what I mean? It's some 4 year olds who have done that. 5 year olds, 6 year olds, seven. Yeah, yeah. They can get back. They know the car that they was in. They can point out the car that they was in. They can do shit like that, right? But you can't trust that, man, with no child though, bro. You can't. So nigga running up on you, he see you with your child, he could get your ass right now, but then he understanding that your 3-year old, 4-year old is gonna be lost, and you right there dead and shit, looking like Simba and Mufasa and shit. When Simba was all up under Mufasa talking about, get up, daddy, 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 all of those shit, right? Talking about daddy and shit. So I'm looking at a video also, right? It was a dude who got killed in California, one of them gang members and shit, right? And what happened was, it was his funeral. And it was sad though. I damn near cried when I saw this shit, 'cause it was real sad, because he was a gang member. He was in the casket. They showed where he was in the casket, and then his family came up. His son is a little bitty boy, right? And he just came. He was with his mama in his mama's arm, and he just like he grabbed into the casket trying to touch his dad. To my, yeah, daddy, get up, daddy, wake up, daddy, wake up. And that shit made me cry though. I'm not gonna lie, it made me cry when I saw that. I was like, damn, that shit made me cry. It was somebody already up there crying, but then when I saw the little boy, I was like, daddy, get up, daddy, wake up. That shit reminded me of Lion King. And I'm like, this nigga in the casket dead like that. His son think he sleep, and his son is asking him to get up, get up, daddy, get up. The boy about 2 or 3 years old. That shit made me cry, bro. I was like, man, what the fuck? What type of shit is this, bro? Like, we be doing that shit to kids, man. Kids be kids be traumatized like that. They be doing, like, kids be with their parents and shit, not knowing what the fuck they doing or where they at, and motherfucker be dead and shit. You don't even know your mama dead. Like, what the fuck is this? I remember it was let me slow down. 'Cause I'm talking fast, right? It was a fucking some Mexican. It was a one of them Latin countries, right? It was I was watching like them gangsters, them narcos type shit, right? From Mexico and all that Central America and South America type shit, right? And it was another situation where you had a woman must have got killed or whatnot on some cartel shit, and the uncle, let's say the woman's brother, it was the woman's son or something, right? Was want to know where his mama at type shit. So he was still, little boy was still confused about where the fuck is his mama. And they at the funeral, and he not knowing that that's his mama's funeral, right? So the uncle just said in an interview, he said, well, I had to break it down to my son, to my nephew right there and now. I just brought him to the casket and I showed him his mama in the casket, man. And I'm like, bro, why in the fuck are we doing that, bro? Like, this is some whole ass shit. Like, if you think about it, like, it is, some children be traumatized. It's like, goddamn, what the fuck? What type of shit is that? It's like that kind of shit you introducing some man, that shit be fucked up, man. In my opinion, dog. Like to have to introduce a kid to their mama or daddy being dead, and it's like they want to know where their mom and daddy at. They don't know shit. And you got to kind of break it to them that this is your mama here in the casket, and they just totally fuck their whole reality up. You looking like what you talking like what? It's confusing, bro. It's confusing, man, to somebody that little. What I'm saying, though, you got to consider the life you live in when you got small ass kids. See, it's one thing to have like in me. I got kids 14, 16, all right, whatever. So they know who the fuck I am, man. And hopefully I don't have to die no time soon. But they'll know, you know what I mean? They'll know what's up at this ages, bro. And let's say I don't want to be involved in no stupid shit. But I'm just saying though, they know what's going on now. All right, if I want to become a gangsta ass nigga now, all right, nigga. I can do some gangsta ass shit now, I guess, huh? Hell nah. Hell motherfucking nah, man. You making it where you end up losing your life. Your small ass kids don't know where you at, and all people trying to keep quiet. I'm telling you that your mama, your daddy got killed. Cause how do you tell a kid that young about some shit like that? And then the kid all at the funeral, they all here, not knowing that this is their mama or daddy in the casket and shit, bro. And they don't even understand what that means at this point when you so young. And then you have to kind of tell it to them real nice, like, okay, your mama's done went to sleep and she not gonna come back, or she taking a long nap. How do you break it down to a kid that your mama ain't coming back? And it's not until you get older to realize your mama ain't here, and you want to know like what the fuck happened to my mama, what happened, and people still lying to you about your daddy. They still telling you other shit. Kind of like how motherfuckers used to tell you when your daddy get locked up and go to jail that your daddy's on vacation, and you like, nigga, how long this nigga gonna be on vacation? And then you get older and realize this nigga was in prison the whole time, man. And y'all lied talking about he was on vacation, like as if he was in motherfucking Jamaica or in Bahamas or somewhere, nigga, just chilling. But it's not nobody else's fault. It's the, let's say, the person who's doing shit to get their ass killed fault, bro. It's their fault doing shit to where now people got to lie to your kids about where you at now, nigga. So let's just say the little girl survived and she wanna know where her daddy at, and people got to lie to the little girl and say, well, your daddy, he trying to make up shit. Now your daddy, he coming back. No, your daddy, he went. Nah, hold on. I'm gonna trying to change the subject and shit to a little girl. And the little girl can get mad, like, bro, where my motherfucking daddy at? Playing in her face like that, man. Man, hold on, man. Bonnie say, my bad, man, my bad. The dad survived and the baby girl is gone. No, 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 no. The daddy dead too. A couple years ago. Oh my bad, you talking about something a couple years ago. This guy got unalived in a car in the McDonald's drive-through with his daughter. You say my bad. All right, all right. You talking about that? All right, that situation. Niggas got their children with them like they some good fathers, right? Pretend like they good fathers and shit, right? But you putting your kids, you letting people see your kids, you letting people see your family on who to go after if they just have to get at you, right? In the case of Honeycomb Brazy stupid ass, you got niggas shooting at his grandmama house, his granddaddy house, killing both of them because they shot through the house and shot the oxygen tank, his grandmama's oxygen tank, and that shit kind of blew up on it. This is bitch ass shit, bro. And this nigga in jail or he just getting out of jail. Nigga, you got to live with the fact that you the reason your grandmama and granddad is dead, nigga. Just imagine, dog. Just imagine you, your mama, your grandmama, and your granddaddy who done raised you, they on oxygen right now, right? And then niggas looking for you. They know them, and you leaving them wide open to get attacked because you are nowhere to be found, and you done robbed niggas for this. You done stole dope. You done killed somebody yourself, man. You done did all this foul, fucked up shit, and now niggas going down hunting on your grandmama and your goddamn granddaddy, shooting through the house, my nigga, hitting the tank. blowing the motherfucking shit up, and there go your grandmama and your granddaddy dead because of you. This shit ain't making no. It don't make no sense, bro. I guess it ain't supposed to. I would not be able to live with myself, dog, if my grandmother and my granddaddy is dead because of me, bro. That is some shit. I don't give, man. I'd be like, look, dog. I guess I would be a crash shot for real, my nigga. Cause nigga, I'd be like, no, 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 no. Man, this is wild, my nigga. This is wild, bro. Elon uses son as a shield in Oval Office. Man. That's what I'm saying. They using. Yeah, I see Elon's son, man. They using they children. That's why they have children. Pure butterfly spirit. And how you doing today? Now peep this though. Pure. Peep this. I've heard men say that back in the day, the reason why they had so many kids. I heard white men say that too, and black men, that they had so many kids, right? Especially if they was able to have a bunch of sons because they sons became like shooters, right? It's like they had an army. They created an army of sons. It's a yakuza, right? Out there in Japan, it's a yakuza gangster. Talking about he got like 50 kids, and a couple of them was in the yakuza, right? And he was just driving, or he was riding a limo, and he was just casually saying, that, "Yeah, man, I got word that one of my sons got killed like the other day," type shit. I'm looking like, man, what? What I'm saying, pure, is this: it's men be sacrificing their goddamn children. They'll offer their kids up for collateral. Terrence Gangster Williams was like, okay, the dude from New Orleans, right, who did 23 years in prison, he was talking on the interview, and he said that he got threatened by a guy because a guy told him, well, nigga, if you don't come, if you don't show up, nigga, I'm gonna shoot your daughter, I'm gonna kidnap your kid or whatnot, and do this and do that to him, right? And then Terrence Gangster Williams said he told the guy, hey, I don't believe you, and hung up the phone, right? Now he was calling his bluff, but still, he still gave up his daughter though to get hurt. These dudes be sacrificing they children, man. You gotta think about, man, people in your family who done got killed or folks who done died mysteriously. You gotta think about the elder men or the men period who may have had something to do with this shit. I still, I still, I don't want to put this on my granddad that I don't, cause I didn't know him like that. I was like 2 when he died, 3 when he died, man, right? But come to find out, I don't think that was his son though, right? So I think my grandmother cheated, and because this man, this dude, this guy died before I was born. And he was in his 30s, like early 30s when he got killed, and he was like 6'6", right? Ain't nobody in my family no 6 foot goddamn six. My brother is 6'2", 6'3". I'm 6'1", but a 6'7" ass nigga, who in the fuck is 6'7" like that? Cause my granddaddy wasn't no 6'7". My grandmother was a tall woman, but she wasn't no 6 foot goddamn nothing. But it come to find out, yeah, the women was cheating like the men were cheating, right? But she ended up like she had another nigga baby and shit, right? That's what it come to find out as I'm looking at it, cause he don't look shit like he don't look nothing like none of my other goddamn family. Like my mother and her other brother look just alike, and you got the sisters, they all kind of resemble and shit. But this dude here, he was real tall, real slim. They say he was real good looking or whatnot, right? So he got killed allegedly by his wife, but come to find out, as we think, it could have been a wife, his wife's lover, or it could have been his wife's young son, right? So they try to put it on the son. They said that it could have been her 13, 14-year-old son who shot him. But as me thinking the way I'm thinking, I'm like, nah, man, it could have been another nigga over there who his wife was cheating on him with. And he went over there drunk with that bullshit, and maybe that nigga shot his ass to get out the house type shit. And the reason why I was able to think about that because an old nigga talked to me when I was working at this job back in like 2006. And it's just funny how things come together. This dude said to me, he said, if he was with another man's wife and come to find out the man coming home, he gonna shoot his way out that house, man. And I don't know why I thought about What if that happened to my goddamn uncle, right? But as I look at it, when my mother told me that my granddaddy went to the bathroom and started crying and shit, and my granddaddy was a Mason, and I'm thinking about what the fuck? All right, he cried. I understand you crying because you like damn, but I'm thinking like, what if you had something to do with this shit, man? I don't know y'all, dog. Like these some old ass people, bro. They old people. Like my mama that was 35, 36, 37 years old having me, man. All my aunts, they all 40 years old than me. They like who I am, like my age. If my brother had a baby right now, that's how it was when I was born and shit. It's like everybody was 40 years old already, man. My grandmama them 60 something years old. These are old people, dog. These are not people that I really relate to. That's why I tell my mama, look, man, you 75, I'm 39 years old, right? Your people all in their 70s, 80s, everybody done died. Those your people. That's why I don't say shit to them, man. What up, Taco Kitty? What up, what up? Listen, 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 listen. That's a mess up assumption, but I'm thinking about how these men be sacrificing their actual children for shit. That what if my granddaddy did that shit? What if he actually, you hear about these stories though, like my dad, I'm hearing stories about my daddy. You hear about these motherfucking stories of these niggas doing dirty ass shit. And you like, okay, you hear about these stories of people doing foul shit, man, as you get older and nobody can lie to you no more. That's what I'm saying. And as I'm looking at this shit from Trump, Joe Biden, all of them, they all sacrifice their children. They'll give up their kids for shit, man. It ain't like they gonna spare their kids, protect their kids for a goddamn thing. If it come down to them or their children, if their kids are old enough, let's say if they got a child who get on their goddamn nerves, who always begging, always on drugs, always in and out of jail and all that, they come about them goddamn kids, man. You gotta fuck up for a goddamn son, man. Dog, that'd be the perfect candidate to get his ass whacked for you, man. If you in trouble, you will do some shit to purpose to have people say, you know what, I give him my son, man. And the person be like, okay, all right. And they go get your son all of a sudden, kill his ass and shit because his daddy's debts, nigga. His daddy's transgressions. Hey, bro, look, these niggas sacrifice the fuck out they babies, man. Ain't no protection and love. Ain't no sparing. It's giving up. Niggas give their daughters up. They give their sons up, man. We ain't talking about just black men though. We talking about all races of men. They don't give a muck. I'm telling you, dog, that love shit, it's a respect thing for men. It's a love for women, bro. Niggas don't love their kids like that, man. All that love shit. You see what we was talking about, and I heard when Bond was saying about, she can't just say I love you because it's hard to say that, man. But you can show it. All right, I guess men will show it. The ones who really love you will show it. But it's all about a respect thing for men, right? That love shit is for women, man. That love shit. If you trying to act like a nigga's supposed to love the way you love, that's some shit you do, man. You want that lovey dovey shit, bro. Niggas want respect, bro. And a nigga show you exactly if he care about you, he'll do things for you because he care. But all that love shit, leave it to the women. So even men though, right? Marvin Gaye daddy and them, right? Will shoot the shot at their own goddamn son, right? You've heard stories about uncles shooting their nephew, Benzino and his nephew getting into shootouts. You hear about fathers and sons getting into fist fights, fathers and sons getting into shootouts, bro. Fathers killing their goddamn sons, man. You've heard these stories, man. What I'm saying, nobody's safe around a nigga. Ain't nobody safe around men when it comes down to your life. Your life not safe around a man, bro. When it come down to a man, and you is gonna be that man. He don't give a damn about you. I'm the nigga who getting on this whole talking about how uh when you have a wife and children and all that, you should be willing to give up your life at any given moment whenever it's time and all that. And maybe I'm sounding crazy as fuck, dog, saying this stupid ass shit, right? Cause something I don't know. Huh? Talk Kitty say, right, do you think they saw the child or shot the child on purpose? I don't think they saw the child because they came out shooting. I don't think they would have did that if they knew that little girl was in the back seat. I think niggas still got some kind of humanity about them to know, okay, we ain't gonna just shoot no 5-year-old girl unless or what? Like, what would be the reason? Cause they could have. You know, I'm gonna give the no. They didn't know that little girl was in that back seat, man. That's all. They came out looking dead at him. Maybe if she was in the front seat, they wouldn't have shot at him. But the fact that they wanted that nigga, she just got hit with them bullets, though. That's all they come down to. I don't believe that they actually would did no fucked up shit like that, man. What up, Chef Disaster? What up? I feel like if they were watching him, right, to know where he was, they knew she was there too, man. So men want sex and respect, no love. Listen, it's pure butterfly. Niggas want sex just so. Let me tell you why niggas want sex, right? It's just to mark you up, right? It's just to have the assets, just to have the understanding that hey, man, your body belong to me, right? Let me give you an example. Pure butterfly spirit. Now hear me on this one. Hear me on this one. It's a show called Love and Hip Hop Hunts. I mean, Love and Marriage Huntsville, and you got a couple on there named Maurice and Kimmy. And a lady named Kimmy was dealing with some type of cancer. I don't know what type of cancer, but she was having symptoms. She was having issues, right? She was having health issues. And she just wasn't, of course, wasn't in the mood because she was taking chemotherapy, I believe. So she wasn't in the mood to have sex, right? This nigga Maurice bitch ass was forcing her to have sex with him. And the reason why he was doing that pure butterfly spirit and Choco Kitty is just so he can have an excuse to go and get pussy somewhere else. At least he'll be able to say, well, hell, even though you got cancer, I still try to come to you to get my needs met. And since you can't do it, well, damn, can I go get it from somebody else? Or if I decide to get it from somebody else, you don't have no reason to complain. See, those are the games niggas be playing when you know, bitch ass nigga, you ain't got to even fuck though, bro. You really don't. It ain't mandatory pure butterfly. It's time. Look, me, I've been on the road, man. I ain't had sex in a while. As I'm looking at it, I might can go a goddamn year or two without. I probably could. Don't tell you the truth, man. It's been a while, dog. It's been a while, man. I ain't just fucked nothing, man, in a while, man. You see what I'm saying? So what I'm saying though, yes, I know it's a little hard when you got a woman around you. Yeah, I know it'll be a little harder. Yes, it'll be harder. Excuse me. If I had a woman around me all the time, bro, yes, we'll be doing it. It just naturally, all right. But I just say if my woman is sick and she's trying to recover, I actually, me purposely, right, was put off sex and say, you know what, I don't want to be fucking her while she like this. I don't think she's in the mood. I don't think she's in the position to be just getting fucked right now. I don't want to do this to my wife, man. That's just me personally. I can hold off on sex, and it doesn't mean I got to go and fuck somebody else. I can chill. I went a few years before. There you go. It ain't even about all that. It's dudes be playing games on some. You need to give it to me, dog, or I'm gonna go get it somewhere else. And I'm saying you dealing with a guy like that, which those are the guys who tend to want to be in relationships, man. I'm trying to tell you, ladies, right now, right? The men like myself, and I'm not trying to big up myself, but guys like me who have an understanding about certain things is not gonna want to waste your time and play with you like that, right? So therefore, the whole relationship shit, I'm not too big on it though because I'll be like everybody else, wasting your time and shit. The guy be like everybody else, wasting your motherfucking time, trying you like that, right? Playing with you when I don't need to play with you, trying to give you ultimatums and shit because I want to go fuck somebody else, right? So I'm gonna come at you like you go ahead and you need to give me some now, nigga, or I'm gonna go fuck somebody else. I'm gonna have a reason to do it because you ain't giving me none. Like as if you just gotta always get some, nigga. You ain't got to always get some, bro. As a matter of fact, if you and this woman go days and weeks without doing it, bro, every time y'all do it, it'll be great. Cause I know for a fact that times I would go weeks. Even if I had a girlfriend, if I ain't seen her in about a week or two, let's just say if me and her just ain't seen each other, we mad at each other, right? Or I ain't seen her in about a good week, week and a half, 2 weeks, or whatnot, cause it's whatever, right? And when we get back on it, bro, it's always was good. So I'm thinking though, right? I'm thinking in my goddamn 20s and shit. In my 30s. I'm like, so do we have to have sex all the goddamn time, bro? Or could it just be good every time we do it by just chilling and just go like a week, once a week, once every 2 weeks, bro? And then we do other shit. And then when we get on it, bro, it's like, damn, it's good. I miss it. And then I realize, okay, Rue, all right, Russell, you get a new girlfriend, you get a wife, man, y'all can go twice, a week or whatnot, or every other week, bro. You ain't got to fuck all the goddamn time for what? To where you making it like it's a requirement. I hate these niggas, bro, who try to act like they just gotta have sex. It's a requirement. It's a must, nigga. It ain't that much of a must, though. It really not. I'm telling you what I do know. When you get active doing other shit, bro, a little bit more important than fucking, man. Your ass gonna be like, man, you know what? I don't even need to fuck because I don't want to risk losing what the fuck I got, or messing up what I got right now. Cause I done built up a little momentum and a little wave. I don't want to fuck this up because I done stacked up a couple of dollars, couple thousand. I just want to see what I can what do or what can I have in a year or two, bro, if I just went this route. So therefore, I may not even want to have a baby because I'm not having sex with no goddamn condom, bro. So I can chill. I might not look, nigga stacked up 10,000, 20,000. You look like, okay, well, hold on, man. So I probably don't need to have no baby, man. So let me just chill out with all this goddamn fucking, man. All right, man. That's where I'm at, dog. He said he loved his wife, right? And he kisses all over her. But since she was suffering from cancer, he was dealing with another younger woman. Who said that shit? That nigga Maurice said that shit? Who said that shit, man? Oh, hold on, hold up. Oh, here you go. They don't give a damn, right? A man told me that before. Okay, Pure Butterfly says she got cancer because her husband's a spiritual cancer and her body manifesting in her body. You know what's Pure? I'm glad you said that shit, man, because I said, now just walk with me on this. I'm gonna be slow. Now walk with me on this one, right? I said that people who get with each other, they don't understand that spiritually they feed off one another or they put things on one another, right? And it's subconsciously or spiritually, right? And that can alter certain outcomes, right? So look, let me give you an example. My mother and my father. My mother is a school teacher. She a professor. She all that, right? AKA all that, right? She not a bad woman for what I see. I don't hear nothing bad about her. Never heard anything bad about her. But she happened to get with my daddy, right? And my daddy, he actually was good for the situation, but he wasn't good as a husband. But he's a good dude when it comes to taking care of people. So it's kind of like where I get that shit from, right? But I don't think I'm a good man like that. But I think I'm good in taking care of shit, right? As long as I don't have to necessarily feel obligated to do so, I can do it. That's how my daddy was, right? So my daddy was on bullshit for the most part, but like at the end of the day, he was always there, but he was on bullshit, right? And he was on some con artist shit. He was on some selling dope shit, and my mother was a total opposite, but they end up fucking around, right? My daddy not understanding that what he's doing when he had two boys, cause he had some girls in the '60s and shit, right? But we had us, just maybe he didn't understand what that meant for him, cause he named me right after him, right? So I'm named after him. As we got older, he continued to sell dope. My mother was not into that type of shit. That's the reason why she left him, right? Because he just did not want to get a job. It wasn't no legal money coming in. And then, like I say, selling dope brings about certain elements and shit. So she left that situation. Went back home to her mother house. So I was raised up in, me and my brother was raised up in my grandmother house, right? In Fifth Ward. So what happened was my daddy continued his hustle. He sold dope. He sold dope. He didn't mind selling in front of us. He cooked it and chopped it up in front of us. Right, we was all young. Me and my cousins, we would be in the house playing video games, PlayStation, watching movies and shit. And he'll be at the table chopping up dope, cooking it in the kitchen, and sell it to them crackheads and all those shit. Right. So we knew where his dope was. But for the fact that he was an old nigga to us, 'cause he had me when he was like 43. So he was an old nigga to us, right? And the fact that he was the way he was selling that shit, the way he was cooking it, the way he was chopping it up, bro, that shit was so nasty to me, bro. That shit did not look good, like as if one of my older cousins would have did it in front of me. The fact that you an old nigga doing this shit, that shit made me look at you like this is disgusting, bro. I am turned off from dope dealing, man, or dope selling, nigga. So me and my brother, we never took an interest in selling no motherfucking dope. And what's so crazy about it is that we could probably been some drug kingpins if we would have took that man dope if he would have lived, right? And I see now as I got older, Pure Butterfly, Choco Kitty, Chef Disaster, why he died when I was 16. The reason my daddy died, he got cancer, right? The reason why his ass died is because he wasn't gonna let that dope go. He wasn't gonna leave that dope alone when it come down to selling that shit. And the fact that he didn't realize that we was boys that was coming up. And it was a bunch of boys of my generation on my daddy's side. From 1979 to like 1992, right? It was a bunch of boys that was born in between. It's about 20 of us come from that side of the family alone. From 1979, right, to like the 1992, 93. And we born in the 80s. Most of us born in the 80s and shit, right? It's a shitload of boys. So at the time when my dad had passed away, the oldest boy from 1979, he must have been 22, 23. And I'm 16. Then you got some cousins 18. Then you got cousins under us, right? 11, 12. Then you got 8, 9, 10, all those shit, right? So what I looked at was that my mother was not no street woman. She was not no prostitute. She was not no dope dealer her goddamn self, right? So she was anti what my daddy was on. And the fact that he just didn't put it away when we was coming up, that it would have been worse for us if he would have stayed alive and we turned 18, 19 years old. It's the fact that him and my mama, they could have got along. They did get along after they divorced, right? They were still messing around and all that. But my daddy was a bad influence for me and my brother, and not just us, right? All the boys coming up, because it's nowhere in life, Pure Butterfly, that if I would have been 18, 19, and all that money I saw my daddy making, cause he would have a bunch of money in front of us. We talking about $10,000 like in front of us, like it ain't shit, bro. A whole bunch of jewelry, a whole bunch of shit in front of us, bro. It's just no way in life if me and my brother would have saw that at 18, 19, 20 years old, and my dad is still alive selling dope, that we wouldn't have sold dope. We was gonna eventually start selling dope and take it to the next level. And there was gonna be all of us boys on this dope game shit. And that shit would have been worse right now because I'd probably be dead right now, let alone in prison. It would have been some shit going on, some murders taking. It would have been some bullshit going on, all for my daddy though. Because my daddy just didn't understand that, hey, he shouldn't be doing this shit with all these boys coming up. In Fifth Ward, we was gonna get our hands on that dope just naturally. I was gonna run that dope for his ass. 'Cause I was already driving his cars. I was gonna run his dope for his ass and take it somewhere. Or take his goddamn dope and go sell that shit. My brother was gonna do it too. And then once we did it and we started making money, and I'm gonna tell you how I know what I'm saying, Pure Butterfly. Now hear me on this, Pure Butterfly, you and Choco Kitty. The reason why I know it would have been like that, because when I was hitting them little licks to get that little hair, bro, that little weave, that hair weave and shit that I was selling to the women in the street, guess what? All my cousins wanted to get in on that shit. When they saw I had 2,500, $3,000 in cash and shit like that, them niggas all wanted, they was all down to get in on that shit. That's how I know if I was selling dope and my brother was selling dope, them niggas would have had no choice but to get in with that shit because they was already on that shit. You had older cousins in the 60s and shit who was already running with Jay Prince and all that. So these niggas would have most definitely made a pathway for us to actually come through. It ain't like they would have gotten our way. And then everybody would have ate. It would have been just too many people in that little area of Fifth Ward would have been on us, man, to where it would have been some issues taking place. Yeah, a whole bunch of money, but a whole bunch of issues taking place, bro. And I know my cousins for sure would most definitely would have been riding with us. It would have been like 20 of us playing games like that, man, because the ones older was still trying their hand and selling crack, but they weren't good at it, though. We would have been good at it because my daddy was good at the shit. And it's like, nigga, we took your shit, man. The same way how I drove his cars, because he showed me how to drive, and I wanted to drive, right? It's like this. I wanted to drive his shit. I was 10, 11 years old, and I wanted to get in my daddy's car and drive. For some reason, I want to fucking drive, dog. That's why I'm good at driving now. And this nigga let me drive, bro. Listen what I'm saying, Chef Disaster. Pure. Choco Kitty. Listen what I'm saying. I learned how to drive because I wanted to drive at 10, 11 years old. My mama thought I was crazy. My mama thought my daddy was crazy for letting me drive. The fact that my daddy did not tell me I was too young for that shit. The fact that my goddamn daddy told me, matter of fact, he let me get behind the wheel of his car when I was about 10, 11 years old. 10. 10 as a matter of fact. And I was just driving down a little street real slow. Real slow. I was just moving the wheel and shit, hitting the little gas. He was telling me hit the gas and then slow down and hit the gas. This nigga entertained me, dog. at 10 and driving his goddamn car. And it wasn't just that though, right? When I was 13, I was driving on my own and driving, taking him places and shit, going to get his cleaners, his clothes and all those shit, going to get his food, his medicine, all that. I was doing all that shit for this nigga. I know for a motherfucking fact, if I was 18, 19 years old, and that nigga was still selling dope in front of me, man, he wasn't gonna tell me I couldn't sell his dope for him, bro. He wasn't gonna tell me shit. Me and him will bump heads, dog. But that nigga would love when I would actually take control or actually would act like I wanted to be of him. This nigga, this is so crazy. This nigga died, man, right? I went a couple years ago to go get his death certificate. Listen, listen. This is before I started driving, bro. Listen, Unshut Disaster. This is crazy. I never knew I didn't know my daddy. And he, listen, listen. This is fucked up. 2022, my mother wanted his death certificate for some reason, right? So I went, because I got his same name and shit. I went to the Department of Vital Statistics or whatnot, right? I went and picked up his shit, pay a little fee to get it, right? I got the death certificate. And when I looked on the motherfucker, man, guess what the occupation said though, Chef Disaster? Choco Kitty? Guess what it said on his occupation? What he put down as his occupation, dog. This motherfucking nigga ain't never told me this shit, bro. Just take a wild guess what the fuck it said, man. This is crazy. The things we learn when we get older. Drug drive. Chef Disaster, guess what? When I went and got my daddy's goddamn death certificate, what it said as occupation. No, it wasn't no street pharmacist, Choco Kitty. Nah, nah. It wasn't no street pharmacist. You can't put that on no motherfucking goddamn occupation. It wasn't that. Let's take a wild guess, man. There you go, Chef Disaster. I can show you this shit, man. I can show you this shit right now. I think I got a screen. I got a picture of it in my goddamn phone. This motherfucker shit say a truck driver, dog. I'm like, a truck driver. I'm like, what the fuck, nigga? And by me saying this shit is this, right? This is what I'm saying. I'm my daddy namesake. This nigga entertained me when I said I wanted to drive at 10. I drove at 10, 11, 12 years old, 13 years old, man. Running that nigga around at 13, 14 years old, man. Got a good feel of this nigga cars and shit when he was alive. Take this nigga to the hospital for chemotherapy and all that shit when I was 15 and shit, bro. By myself, right? And this nigga ended up being a truck driver on his occupation. And that's what the fuck I'm doing now, right? And this is before I got into this whole school and shit. I'm looking like, what the fuck? And everything then got wide open for a nigga, bro. And I'm thinking about, okay, if it wasn't this shit, what if it was a drug? What if I was a drug dealing ass nigga right about now, bro? What if at 19, 20, my daddy, he wasn't gonna tell me no. If I would have got my hand on that nigga dope and brought that nigga more money, man. Let's say we get to the point now where I'm bringing that nigga 50 bands a week, man. Or let's say 20 bands a week. If I just want to take on this nigga shit, them old niggas just wanted their sons to take on what the fuck they was doing, whatever it was. I ended up taking on the goddamn truck driver part, man. It could have easily been a goddamn drug dealer shit. And my brother would have been on board too. I see that's why he died though. It was against what my mama didn't wanted for us, because my mama didn't want us to go that route. And he didn't want us to go that route, but we would have naturally went that route though, Chef Disaster. It was too many boys. And when he died, all that shit kind of died with him. If he was still alive, man, it's no way in life, man. Me and my brother wouldn't have been on that bullshit, bro. We would have been on that shit naturally. And that would have went against my mama's raising. Yeah, I do. I do miss him. I miss him. But it's been like 20, how many, 20, it's going on 23 years now, right? So, yeah, 2002. I'm just saying, like, this dude entertained the shit I was on, and I don't know what it was with me, because when he died, my goddamn uncle, his brother, My uncle told me, he say, all right, it's on you now, little bear. It's on you. Everything's on you now. And I didn't want to accept that shit, but it was always right on what he said. It was on me. And it made sense because when I acknowledged this shit years ago, I'm like, yeah, this shit been on me the whole time, man. Why have I been playing with this shit? But nigga didn't want to actually take that challenge or take on that role because I knew the responsibility that come with it. But I don't give a fuck. See what I did now? See, this is what happens, Chef. Is this how you make it work in your favor, though, respectfully. What my daddy did for his family, I said I'm not gonna do a goddamn thing for his goddamn family. Fuck them, right? But I'll become what he was his family to my goddamn family, right? And it's only a few of us, and I'm waiting for my brother to have some goddamn kids, man. Cause he was known as the big uncle here, took care of everybody who wasn't his kids or whatever the fuck, right? Everybody that came to him for this, everybody he took care of every motherfucking body for all them years. And as I'm looking at it now, my brother act like him too, but then I act like I am that nigga when it come down to okay, uh, 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 when shit gonna get done, it's gonna get done, man. When the boss say what's up, the boss gonna say what's up, right? So, yeah, we finna do. I'm gonna do it for my direct line of people, man. So I guess I'll be that big uncle ass nigga for my immediate circle. It ain't gonna be for his family though. It's gonna be for my children, my grandchildren, my brother's children, extended family members and shit like whoever in my child's mother family, the nieces and nephews who I took as my nieces and nephews, the aunts and all that, and people who I care about in the family and shit like that. Then that's who I would be. And then if I create some more situations, then it'll be my role now. Is what he did for his people, I do that for my people though. But it ain't gonna be his people who I'm doing it for, unless right, unless it's some couple of people on my daddy's side of the family who I actually would look out for though, respectfully. But they got to come holler at me though. And I think I ran to one in the mall when I was in Houston not too long ago. He's one of them who got 3 kids. Who, if he come holler at me, I'll look out for him. And there's some girl cousins who I fuck with, who always been good to me, man, the whole time. They younger than me and shit. If they just come reach out to me, man, I won't deny them. But they got to reach out to me though. And I'm not saying that they are afraid of reaching out like everybody else would be afraid to reach out to me though. But these ones might think that I wouldn't fuck with them because I ain't been around them in years. But it's only by 5 of them. I'm naming by 5 or 6 of them who actually, if they reached out to me on some hey, little bad, hey man, how you type shit, let alone some people in the neighborhood, if they reached out, bro, I'll look out for them. It's like it's good, bro. You got memories right, but your pops did right by y'all get out the way, man. He didn't want to stop the hustle. Yeah, man. He didn't want to stop. Listen, man. I'm just looking at this shit for what it is, though, bro. How when Pure Butterfly said that the dude Maurice, you know, he was a cancer and he put that cancer on his wife. Yeah, shit like that be happening. Shit be bouncing off each other like that, man. I gave an example of my mother and my father. The fact that my mother never wanted us to be Fifth Ward niggas for real out. My daddy didn't want us to be that, but yet what my daddy was doing was going to eventually make us become that naturally. Especially with all that goddamn struggle shit that I was raised up around. Everybody struggling for money and shit. See, right now, thank whoever, right? For the last 2.5 years, bro, it ain't been no struggle, bro. It hasn't been. I be sitting around here driving, saying, you know what, dog? I done stacked up a whole bunch of goddamn money, probably more money than anybody in my family. Well, really, right now, yeah, it is. So I got more money here. I ain't even got a whole lot. But I got a whole lot, tens of thousands of dollars right now, and that's more than anybody in my goddamn family. And to be the person who they can call on is one thing, but me swiping a card or me going places and shit, and I can just purchase shit costing 40 and 50 or 100 or 200, and I don't have to worry about the shit being on decline. I ain't got to worry about if it's enough in that motherfucker. That them worries as of right now are not existing right now, bro. That's the thankful part, and I'm thankful for that shit. For the last 2.5 years, I've been able to swipe my goddamn card and pay for shit, send shit, do this, that, and I ain't been in the negatives. I haven't been in the negatives, dog, in over almost 3 years, man. I haven't been in a negative account in almost 2.5, 3 years, man, since 2022. This shit been more in the positives, staying in the positives like a motherfucker, going higher and higher in the positives, dog, as of just right now. I can just give my card to my daughter and tell her, all right, he go to what's called, man, just go get what you want and go to sleep. I said, don't spend no more than about the 500, man, and go straight to sleep. And I can know that she can go in and just swipe and get whatever. Get my son, he can go swipe, 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 and get what the fuck he want. My mother, I can just hand the card over and they can go swipe the shit. Or if I don't give my card, me just send them shit on their Zelle or they Cash App, man. And then on top of that, I can come to YouTube and break bread with people on YouTube in a major way that I know it would be meaningful, respectful, right? Because we grown, right? So I don't want to disrespect grown people. And I'm not knocking nobody because this is something I do. But I could just send hundreds of people on YouTube, bro, and don't feel nothing, bro. Like that's the beauty of all that shit. Because you look like, damn. So I didn't have to necessarily be no drug dealer for this shit. I didn't have to be no. I didn't have to be somebody who had to sell dope. Nigga take care of immediate circle and they can come over here in the circle on YouTube and I can just float and just rotate shit and just send out shit and the shit don't affect me, man. I don't feel like, oh man, I done gave 200, I done gave 300, I done gave 100, I done gave this. Ah, that shit hurt. That shit don't, I don't feel shit, bro. He said, it's your hold, son. What you trying to hold, bro? What you trying to hold, my nigga? Ah, that boy shit violent. What you trying to hold, yo, mate? Hey, man, it just I'm just seeing how this shit can play out in your favor, man, when you just play it the right way and not be too anxious in the wrong way and end up doing something stupid, man. This shit crazy, bro. This is crazy, 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 man. I must let me get that 50. We'll get to you. We'll get to you. Must say he got- Hey, man. We got you, dog. As a matter of fact, yeah, drop your cash app. I get to you right now. What's up? Drop your cash. You for real? Drop your cash app. I send it to you. That boy Shep crazy the motherfucker. But look, that's the blessing, man. That's the blessing, my nigga. They ain't got to sell no motherfucking dope to get no money, man. All right, hold on. Let me see something. Hold on. Hey, Mike, tell you, let me know y'all back, man. Let me know. Let me know if y'all hear me. Let me know if y'all hear me, dog. It should be there, Shep. Let me know when you get there, bro. Yo, hey, look. They ain't got to sell no rock, man. They ain't got to sell no coke, bro. Fuck that. They grinding. They grinding uphill. We gonna do the slow grind, man. They ain't put nobody in harm's way. None of that shit. It should be the. It should be the shelf. Hold on, let's make sure. Hold on. Yo, yo, come on back, man. Tune in, tune in. Yeah, man. Hold on, hold on. Hold on one time. Hold on. Let me get this shit going. All right, y'all hear me? Hold on, hold on. Y'all hear me? Let me know if y'all hear me. Let me know if y'all hear me. All right, hold on. Yeah, let me know. Let me know if y'all hear me, dog. Like I said, it should be the, all right. Here you go. You got it. You got it. Let me catch this. Here we go. Let your boy know, man. If y'all hear your boy, man. What up, landlord? Y'all hear me though? Let me know. Hold up, man. Y'all let me know. Hey, that's some real shit. Just let me know when you got it, man. Send me a reply or something, man. If you hear me though, if you hear your boy, let me know something, cause I And when I tune now, I gotta make sure my mic is back on point when I come back. What's up, landlord? How you been, man? Long time, bro. Not that long, but long time though. Yeah, man. We OTR, dog. They gonna fuck around and get local on the ass, man. There we go. Appreciate it. Appreciate the reply. I see it. So y'all hear your boy, man. Make sure I'm good, dog. There you go. There you go. We good. Yeah. What's been up with you, landlord? You good on Chef Disaster, man? You know you my nigga, bro. You been good to me, man. Too long, bro. For like 6 years, nigga. You been my nigga. A lot of y'all been good to your boy, man. And I thank y'all for that. Straight up. On the cool, man. I'm trying to see when you and Layla gonna get back on that what you call it, man, on that them kick at that kitchen wars, man. Them what you call that? The Gordon Ramsay got them Hell's Kitchen, y'all got see that'd be player to the motherfucker. Y'all already be doing it, but let's just say if y'all had to do something within like 40 minutes or something like that, right? Y'all had to whip it up. And then cause y'all already kind of do it that way. But I'm saying like y'all put a time on it to where you ain't got all day to do it. You have to do it within 35 minutes and shit. Whip up something real cool. And let's say, man, you got people. Look, I guess when y'all meet up, I don't know if you and Layla ever met up on Chef Disaster, but if y'all met up and you have some people just with there to eat the food and kind of like judge it, and then it'll be like on some black YouTube sectors version of Hell's Kitchen or Chopped or what that shit they be coming on, man. Them cooking channels and shit where they be competing. It be three of them, and then get you a third person though, so it can be interesting. That way you have one person to get ruled out first, and then there'll be a showdown between you and Lady Lie. You say we got one coming up this month, right? You should put. Man, I'm gonna pull up. Then if you got one coming up, I'm pulling up for real. All that shit I be seeing on Instagram, where them people be hooking up food and shit, and they be doing it. And they be talking about food preparation be on point. And I'm like, yeah, man, that's what it's all about, man. Food preparation, bro. What's up, Red Wings? What's up, hey? Y'all be in the cloud. Y'all be pulling. Y'all okay? Y'all be in the crowd, man, in the clouds and shit, just listening, trying to read the room, man. Look, we ain't talking about nothing. We talking about how Lil Ronnie, that dude Lil Ronnie, how he fucked around and used his daughter as a human shield, bro. We don't like that. And we hate that little girl had to die because of his shit. It ain't like the little girl died because she was in some beef or she was sick. You know what I mean? She wasn't sick with cancer or had some type of illness and she passed away. She died like for little girl died for no reason. You died when you getting started. It's like that's that karma. That karma gonna come back on people, bro. When let's say when somebody's innocent and they got to die, or when they on their way to doing something, or they had plans on doing something, and then they just died out the blue on somebody else bullshit, bro. It's like this person had nothing to do with what you had going on. Damn, she had to lose her life though. She didn't just get shot, and that would have been bad too for her to be shot at a young age. Like you had to go through life being shot. You don't want to be getting shot and stabbed and shit like that. You don't want them things going on in life, bro. If you can spare yourself from getting shot, getting stabbed, all that old kind of shit, right? All that no wounds and shit, them traumatic experiences and stuff like that. If you can spare that, you can spare that, man. But ain't like the little girl got shot, man, and then she just in the hospital right now and she gonna be all right. The little girl died, man, and she just no longer here. Most definitely, man. Most definitely, landlord. Good to see you, dog. Straight up, straight up, straight up, man. The little girl died, bro. She died, my nigga. That's one of the reasons why I stopped banging so heavy because it could have spun the block, right, and hit my kids, and I would have been able to. You wouldn't been able to. There you go. So you had to get out the game, man. It wasn't no. It ain't no need. When you see how the game, it's like when you start having babies. Like if you a single guy, all right then. If you want to be a wild crash out ass nigga, don't be fucking for babies, my nigga. You got babies coming into the world, and you still want to be on some gangsta ass shit. That's what we saying. Now, if you telling me you on some mob shit to where you making millions being some gangster, bro. I mean, I'm not gonna always say money make the difference, but it does in these situations. Because if you had a Al Capone or a John Gotti, if you had these people had families, bro, or Paul Castellano, and they was millionaires, and they can lead that to their kids or put their kids in position, I think that would make things a little better when folks are dying and shit, or people getting locked up. It's the fact that you got people got hands on millions that could make it a little better. Not really, but yeah, it could. But let's say if you just a game banger and all y'all niggas doing is just trying to rep in sets and rep in blocks and you niggas ain't getting no real bread for why y'all doing this shit and now y'all want to fucking have babies, dog. That's not cool to be bringing the little babies in and you thinking you need to have your baby with you knowing that you hot and people looking for you and want you dead, bro. Leave. See, that would be a good excuse for you to be a deadbeat father then, man. Or move your kids to where like where I'm at, like in this area, like Iowa and shit. Come around here, like Kansas and shit, nigga. Come around Nebraska. Move your family in Minnesota where it's cold. And them niggas ain't finna come up there where it's cold. In Wisconsin and shit, right? It's some pretty, like Wisconsin is beautiful when you ride through it. Some nice spots up there, like going towards Green Bay and shit. Move your family to Green Bay and become a Packers fan or some shit, nigga. And therefore, you know them niggas in Houston, they not finna come to no Green Bay, Wisconsin looking for you, dog. They not. Niggas in Atlanta and New Orleans, they not driving to Minnesota fucking with you, bro. You got away. Your family is away. They not coming. I swear to God, they ain't driving no 1,500 miles come some do shit. I said, Rudolph, respect, man. What's proud of you, man? I steal a truck. Look, man, yeah, man, I appreciate that, Red Wing, 'cause this shit, nigga can come up off this shit, bro. Respectfully. Like, this one of these things, you know how you can make the best out of anything you in? This trucking game right here is obviously is a thing that black men can get on their feet doing this shit. If they just really have a plan and stick to it for about a year, they can get on their feet and get started. And you can say, you know what, I don't even want to drive trucks no more. You can stack up so much within a year or two and say, look, I'm good on driving. I'm about to go do something else with this and go and do something else. But if you need a head start, a 20,000, 30,000, 40,000 head start, you need a boost to get up. This right here, I know for a fact this will get you in that position to where you can just say, you know what, I'm up 40 some thousand, man. I might can just go and put this on something else and get out this truck game, man. Or you can still stay in it. So I would tell any black man, nigga, don't rule out the truck game because you think it's a low level job. You think it's a job that you got to drive so much and you're gonna end up having back problems. And nah, nigga, you stretch, you work out, you exercise and shit like that, right? You ain't gotta, be sitting down all day and you lock up and shit to where you eating all day and you getting fat. Nah, nigga, we work out here. Nigga shower every day on here. You know, you got reward cards to where you add fuel, you get so much fuel, and then every month if you got so many fuel points or whatnot, or fuel up 1,000 gallons and shit, you can have free showers the next goddamn month, bro. So yeah, nigga, it's not what you think it is. It's just inconvenience because you not around your family as much, or you're not in your hometown as much. But if you just got a goal in mind to say, look, I just want to get about 20 bands out this shit real quick. If that's what you want, you most definitely get this shit in a year, 2 years for sure, and you can go right back home to your family and say, you know what, I rather go do something with this 20 bands, man. And if you got a way to flip that shit, real estate, go do it. Not drugs, man. Don't put on no drugs, bro. Nah. If you want to get some legalized marijuana, yeah, 20,000 get you started, nigga. You can actually say, you know what, we good, and you will have this as something that you can always do if you ever get low or when things not good. You can say, you know what, I'm going back on the road. You have a CDL, you in good standings, you can just always in a year or two, if what you doing is not working out the way you want it to work out, you can just easily say, look, I'm about to get back on the road and just stack up some more. That's the gift of this shit. The beauty of it is you don't have to, it's not mandatory. Like when we drive, I can quit right now and get another job, right? It's not like this ain't a job that's gonna give you a bad name for quitting, bro. These people quit all the time, bro. When they get enough and they get tired of it, they just quit. It ain't gonna give you no bad reputation. The only way you'll get a bad reputation in driving trucks is if you abandon a truck or you abandon a trailer, dog, and you don't account for the shit. You see what I'm saying? Let's say if I drop a trailer or drop my truck and get on a plane or get on a train or bus and go home and not account for this truck or this actual trailer, not get it back to the headquarters, not turn it back in the right way, that's when you can get blacklisted from this shit. Unless you get your own company. But if I just want to say, look, man, go and route me home, bro, or let me go ahead and turn this truck in, I got to go and go home, bro. They'll, dog, you'll still be in good standards, bro. It's not like folks gonna badmouth you for being able to turn a truck and a trailer in, dog, at these companies. These companies gonna always have people want to drive for them. Trust me on that. I'm just saying, as a black man, if you just looking to get your first 20 bands, dog, and you ain't never had it before, your first 30 bands, nigga, you can get into this shit for about a year or two. And I can promise you, you have a goal in mind on how you gonna do this shit. Within that year, you can see yourself about. We talking about money. We talking about even if you taking care of bills and taking care of home. We talking about at the end of the day, you still gonna have the money to say, you know what, damn, I got this shit for myself. What's up? Say you say it's one or the other, right? So I choose my kids. That's a choice I would make every time. There you go. There you go. Choose your kids, man. Fuck the streets, man. You ain't getting no real money out the shit to where you can buy a big ass house for your kids. So if you get killed, nigga, your people gonna be in this big ass house. That'd be an honor. If you a gangster ass nigga, and you got a Boosie estates, you got a Boosie type of land to where you got a big ass football field, you got a big ass swimming pool, you got a basketball court, you got all this shit going on this land, bro. You got this big ass house, you got 10 bedrooms, 15 bed, whatever, right? You got game room, you got a big ass kitchen, your master bedroom look like an apartment. It's goddamn self, right? You got all these nice ass cars, and you done left it in people's name to where if something happened to you, it's gonna go to your daughter, it's gonna go to your son, it's gonna go to your mama, it's gonna, bro. If you doing it like that and you on some gangster shit, yeah. If you just had to go out, nigga, and your folks gonna be straight, guess what? I don't think Boosie kids would be mad if they all had to stay in this house. Hell no, man. And they can be proud to say, you know, my daddy was a street nigga. He was a gangster, bro, but he was making millions and shit. And he set us up real well. Had us going to college. We was all set for us to get this and get that. He had things in this for us. He had things in this for us, bro. All we had to do is just do what we had to do. And once we got done with it, we was able to have access to this and that. But at the same time, we got this big ass house he left for us, man. All these cars he left for us, bro. We good. My daddy left us good. Exactly. Yo, they had a beautiful girl. Had a beautiful child, man. And she deceased because of his shit. That ain't fair, though. That ain't fair, bro. It ain't fair because she wasn't sick. It wasn't nothing wrong with her. She didn't get hit by a car. She didn't, you know what I mean? She didn't, it wasn't no accident. She lost her life because of some shit you on, bro. Like it ain't nobody. Come on, man. That's some man, that's bitch ass shit, bro. I ain't gonna lie, man. That's fucked up. That's fucked up, man. Y'all went in a car wreck together? Nah, man. It's stories like this, right? That make me mad at black people, man. Man, listen, Shelf, dog. They didn't die because they had a it was a bad car wreck and they died together. It ain't that. Nah, man. She was with her daddy. And this nigga knew. I'm saying you know you got niggas wanting to kill you, dog. That's what I'm saying, my nigga. What you doing? What the hell? what the hell? This is not the time to try to be no good father at this point, bro. When you know you got niggas want to kill you, man. You ain't got to prove to be no good daddy. You could be not a deadbeat, but nigga, you could be a absentee nigga who take care of your kids from a distance and don't nobody ever see you with your people. And if they gonna come for you, bro, they gotta come for you straight up, man. They can't get you and my mama and your mama, get you and your baby mama, dog. They gotta come and just get you. I don't like that, man. So I'm thinking about the penalties for the boys who did it. Do they get the death penalty for it? I don't know if it can be proven that they wasn't trying to kill that little girl. Because normally the death penalty is when you get, you done a senseless murder. You did some shit that you had no business. It's like it was no need to do it. It was just so cold and cruel, and you get the death penalty, like shit like that, right? But if you had intention, let's say if two people are beefing and it can be proven that this person did something and that's why we retaliated, you don't get death penalty for that. You get life or you get years for that, but you don't get death penalty for that. But in the case of the little girl being killed, if the guys can just prove that, look, they didn't, because I don't see on the video where they just actually ran up to the car and targeted the car because they saw her in the back and shot in the car. See, that would be death penalty shit right there. That'd be death penalty shit. But if they just shoot him because they think they shooting at him and he actually got shot, and then in the process the little girl got shot because she was in the back seat. That it's gonna be kind of hard to say they knew that little girl was back there. Now Chaco Kitty say that's not true. Okay, I heard that place right had no murders in 2014, but it's five murders. Exactly, you can get the death penalty for being with someone else. I can raw. Listen. Hold on, Chaco Kitty. You get, but they hold on. But they were already watching. They knew. Nah, man, listen. Nah. Hell nah, Choco Kitty. Nah. Do you see a kid in the back seat? So you saying that they knew that he went and picked up the little girl from his baby mama house or from school, and she was just with him, and they knew this shit, right? And they watching, like, okay, yeah, he went and picked her up from school, and they gonna trail him to the car wash. If that's the case, then yeah, what you saying is right. If that's the case right there, what you saying is right, man. You think they just happened to see him on the highway and stuff? No, they probably just look. The dude named CJ CJ Casino was saying, nigga, you can't come to that car wash. So I'm assuming that these guys already they be around that car wash area. Like around that I-20, it's real ghetto around that little area, right? 20 going past Dallas, you gotta go past Arlington and Grand Prairie and shit, and you go into that forward. All that south side, that shit ghetto as fuck, man. So if these dudes already hang out in that area, they know what he drive. They know what he's about. Like they all close knit. So if they just happen to see his car there, man, cause he finna go and try to wipe his car down, man. Um, they just say, all right, nigga, yeah, he up there, bro. Let's go get him. And then they ran up on the nigga and start shooting at the nigga and shit. Even if they was watching him, it's like, okay, yeah, I'm not gonna say these guys knew that his daughter was in the car, like as if he picked the little girl up, had the little girl in his arm or holding her hand and put her in the back seat, strapped her in the back seat, and then they just chased him and start shooting. Man, come on, man, stop. You think they like on Scarface? That Scarface shit. And you see, Tony didn't want to do that on Scarface, so he killed the guy for wanting to kill the kids and shit and the woman, wanting to blow the shit up, bro. He said, I don't want to do that shit. I think them guys also was like, man, now he went and got his goddamn daughter, man. Like, what the fuck? Like, what kind of shit is this? Now, if you saying that they still was on some Scarface shit and they trailed him to the actual car wash and they thought that they could just really get him without getting her, I don't know. Yeah, but the other side was ready. But see, Chaco Kitty act like you don't starting to believe Chaco Kitty. You with them people, man. You gotta be with them folks, man. I know you gotta be, man, cause you really take interest in when these rappers and shit get murdered, bro. Like, you really be Like I don't hear you talk about nothing else, right? You don't talk about shit else this passionate. I remember when that guy in Houston, that dude who got killed for taunting the people who he killed or somebody who he killed with the blood on the wall and shit, and they killed him at that gas station. And I remember you was like, "Yeah, Rue, you see that? But goddamn, it's how they did it though. It was so fucked up how they lit that nigga. They got that." I'm looking like, what the fuck turned Chaco Kid on about this shit? Niggas getting killed, bro. I'm not coming at you, Chaco Kid. I'm saying that you actually be running your goddamn mouth, man. Who murked someone for going to car wash? Is they caught him at the car wash. They didn't murk him for what you mean, man? What you saying? It's they would have planned anything right with his girlfriend. I don't believe they seen the child. They don't. I don't think they saw the child. You got a little kid in the back seat, man, in a car seat, not a car seat, but in a little booster seat and shit, man. Ain't nobody looking at this with some tinted windows. You don't think of nobody in the back seat. You like, all right, I'm about to get this dude. You say no down the street, no docs, man. Nobody trying to dox you, man. Uh, Listen, man. What I'm saying, man. You with them people, my nigga. How about you just go ahead and admit, dog? You FBI, man. You gonna say that. Just say, look, I'm with them folks, man. Or you with a research team or investigative team. Just say you with them people. You a PI. You a CI, nigga. You a motherfucking. You know what I mean? You on a task force, man. You on YouTube. You on a YouTube task force, man. You a journalist. I don't know, man. What you are? You too goofy to be, man. What the hell you mean? Like too goofy? That what they'll get anybody. They'll get Jay Prince to be a FBI informant. Jay Prince can be an FBI agent right now with that goof ass shit. Yeah, you supposed to like not look like a FBI. Like you can look like one, right? You can act like one. That's field office shit. We talking about if you actually in the field. Yeah, the more goofy you look, the more people don't assume that you would be an FBI agent, right? So you have who's a goofy ass FBI agent, bro? It was a homeless one, right? Clifton Powell or Clifton Day. Clifton Powell was playing a homeless guy. He played it real good until he came into the office and started taking off his clothes and shit and putting on some other clothes. And nigga looking like, what the fuck? Nigga, whole FBI agent, bro, or police officer, whatever the fuck he was, right? You had this white guy on the blacklist with Raymond Reddington, and this guy was acting like he kind of remind you of Big J, like he stuttered and shit, or yeah, like he was somewhat crazy. He was playing this role of being crazy, and then he'll talk straight. People play games, man. That's what they do. They need all type of characters, man. We talking about the FBI. It's all like you got truck drivers who are FBI agents, bro. You got niggas out here investigating shit as truck drivers. They all everywhere. Law enforcement is in everything that goes on in the world, man. They not missing a beat on shit. You can't get by a law enforcement agent on some. I'm too goofy to be this, man. I'm too goofy to be that, man. Please. I thought you meant like James Bond. Nah, man, James Bond was a spy, wasn't he? Wait, an informant. That's fucked up. They made a video say he better not go to that car wash. Exactly. And he responded and said he always go to that car wash in the rap video. Exactly. So you just trying your luck with an informant. That's fucked up. Why would they be fucked up, man? Good neighbor. Ah, man, it ain't fucked up. James Bond was a spy, wasn't he? He was in espionage, man. That's what that nigga was in. My favorite James Bond was the one that came in New Orleans, right? And they came what was that? That's Live and Let Die. Was that Live and Let Die? Yeah, in the 70s. Man, they telling my nigga. Chef Disaster, they telling, bro. They telling my nigga. They telling, man. Choco Kitty tell Choco Kitty telling. She been telling. My nigga on me, man. She been telling, bruh. They been telling on people, man. Them folks not sitting around here. That means 11:24. What the fuck? Listen, man. Choco Kitty not sitting around here, dog. You know what I mean? Just for the hell of it, bro. She's around here building cases, man. They all building cases in YouTube, bro. They got a road gallery. They got everybody profile up on the wall, my nigga. They got everything they need to know, man. And guess what? I do too, man. So I might be on some shit too. Cause the people who think I don't got they shit, they'll be surprised if they ever tried me, man. And it's people that ain't never tried me, or folks who tried to try, right? And I ain't never just really just showed them. But yeah, dog, it just how it is, man. It's the ones who would think that I won't have shit, nigga. Is the ones like with that nigga Ashton Potential when he put up my child's mother and my son on his shit, and he didn't know I had his wife and his people name and information. And then when I put up when I put up his shit with his wife's shit on my wall, dog, that nigga got nervous, started calling my baby mama. That nigga started scared in the motherfucker. Yeah, it's some other people also on YouTube. If they ever decide to want to try me like that, put it like that. If they never tried me, nigga, I'd never say shit. My back. I'll never say shit, bro. We'll never do anything. You'll never know if you don't already know. Yeah, what? Yeah, what? You don't want to do it, bro. Bro got that ugly. Bro, they got ugly between y'all two. Man, yeah, it got ugly, man. Cause nigga be playing with folks, man. They don't know when to stop. That's what the cold part about it, Shelf. It's knowing when to stop. Like, you know what I mean? If you feel like you didn't get what you want for why you doing what you doing, because you didn't get the response you thought you was supposed to get, and that's gonna make you go harder, bro. Then all right, well you go harder, nigga, and I'm gonna go harder with you. But when you know how to stop, nigga, I'll stop, man. That's the whole point, is understanding that some people know how to persevere through shit. They know how to deal with bullshit. They don't fold for shit, right? So understand that, all right, everybody's not gonna run like a bitch, man. And don't think that when people still rock with certain people that you don't want them rocking with, that now you fit to go after them because you're trying to shame them now because the person who you want to go after is not folding like you expected for them to fold, right? So it's pretty much you telling on yourself. Like a lot of people who expect to root or run or go and leave and never come back type shit, they don't understand who the fuck I am. It's like, run for what though? Like, nigga, I can face this shit. Y'all can bang if y'all want to bang. That's what y'all want to do. But like, don't let that be to where that's not good enough to where now you got to go after other people. Or you mad the fact that I'm not responding the way you thought I should respond because that's the way you would respond. So now you don't understand why I'm responding the way I'm responding to shit and how I can deal with this shit and you can't. When nigga understand that you got different people in the world, man. That's where we at. I'm not gonna expose you, man. When you don't be calling me no rude, nigga, it's rude with you, nigga. It's a rude. I won't dare expose you, child. Okay, you ain't did shit to me. I thought y'all was gonna link up. Fave. Not really him. Really hard too. Thought you would pull. Yeah, I could pull up, man. But the thing is, you still got to be mindful that you got niggas be trying to trick you out your spot, right? So he went away though. That's the cold part about it. Once I exposed his wife and his children and shit, he left. Like he started calling my child mother, and then he eventually just faded away because he just didn't think he didn't know that I would have hit him with that. He stopped fucking with me. He left me the fuck alone and went on about his way. He just went on about his way. I'm like, nigga, what the hell? Cowardly ass shit. Like you just left, you just ran. I ain't heard from that nigga since. Like the nigga was trolling last February, and for the after I exposed that shit, nigga, it's been a whole year. The nigga ass really just been non-existent, bro. He done went away on some. He knew he fucked up, and like I say, it's other people also in the space that folks don't know, And I got they shit, nigga. And I never expose it if you never tried me, dog. Don't try me, bro. Just leave me the fuck alone. And the ones who let me alone, bro, leave Rue the fuck alone. Like, don't fuck with him like that. Don't go after that man like that. Leave that man the fuck alone, man. He ain't gonna ever, no matter how bad, whatever it is that I have, nigga, it don't matter how bad it is, I won't tell nobody. I ain't got a reason to. I ain't got no reason to. Like I say, niggas try to trick you out your spot, man, and have you doing some shit that you ain't supposed to be doing, cause they don't like what you're doing, and they see what you're doing, and they see how you done came a long way, and they want you to get you off that post and have you get down there with them. So now I'm not gonna pull up to your house, man, cause you have all the reason to shoot, unless I'm coming to shoot, and I ain't coming to shoot, bro. I'm in this position respectfully to where I'm just taking care of a lot of situations that I couldn't take care of years ago, and it actually feel good, man. And it's kind of like I don't want to let up. I don't want to get this up for nobody. You know what I mean? Like I don't. I just want to see how far this gonna go. I don't know if the nigga still on YouTube, man. I haven't seen that whole ass nigga. I feel late on. I feel late on, bro. 'Cause I'm taking my little reset. If it take me a nap, man, cause fuck. Hey, Chef, if you get a chance, bro. I don't know if you got you some boxing gloves, man. But I'm just telling you. I'm not saying you don't work out. I'm just saying like anybody who work out, go get you a pair of boxing gloves, man, and just start punching, like shadow boxing and punching, rapid punching in the air, or punch like you fighting somebody, and you just do that shit for like 30 seconds at a time, and catch your breath, and then do it again for another 30 seconds, dog. That shit, I've been doing that shit for about a week, week and a half now, bro. Not every day, but when I do it, get you some 16-ounce gloves, man, and then that shit you talking about. I thought this other workout I was doing took the breath out of me, man. This motherfucking shit here, I done got better too. I feel better, but I'm still bending over, nigga, on some trying to catch my breath when I actually. I'm talking about you gotta go 30 seconds of just rapid punching. Punch as fast as you can. Don't throw your arm out. Just punching. Just punch upwards. Though. Don't punch down. Punch upwards, and you just going with some efficiency, bro. It's like it's gonna help you get your punching form back, and it's gonna be ugly at first, and then you start seeing yourself looking very sharp at it, right? So you want to look like a boxer or a MMA fighter eventually. You want to get that sharpness, like how they got in they shoulder muscle, that back muscle. You want to develop that part to where how clean they look when they punching. It ain't gonna be like that for you at first, but when you actually just you do this shit for 5 days out the week, man, you just do it and do a couple sets of that shit, bro. Yeah, you gonna start looking real nice in how you even punch. Like even like let's say your face, your face gonna go from look like you're trying to catch your breath to where you just really into it, like as if you can deal with this shit. That's how I'm at now. On some trying to catch my breath while I'm punching to where now I'm just all in it. Like I don't give a fuck about breathing, nigga. It's more like nigga, I'm good at it now, but I'm still a long way. You get what I'm at? I had dude pull a gun eye on a pound of meat. Man, that's crazy, man. Yo, give it a shot, man. Get you some gloves, man, if you don't mind. If you got some now, just try do 4 sets. Just get started, right? 4 sets, 30 seconds each. Take like a 10-second rest. Like you do 30 seconds, just rapid. Like you put a time on, 30 seconds rapid punching. Take a 10-second rest. Do another 30 seconds. Take a 10-second rest. Do another 30, and then take a 10 and do another 30. That shit gonna fuck with you, man. And within a week, man, you will see you'll be getting real sharp in them hands, bro. Your hands will start getting back real nice. real crispy and shit. It won't be just like you just punching like a beginner and you don't know what you're doing. You looking weird and shit. You gonna start looking like you in the ring after about a week or two, let alone a month. You see where I'm at? Just getting that you breaking through that whatever the fuck been holding you back. 'Cause that shit hurt. And a lot of us, we ain't never really boxed. We ain't never really did no organized fighting and shit like that, right? So you know what I mean? You see like a fighter and why they shoulders and they back just look on point, and when they punch it, it just look like they just would tear your ass up. Yeah, dog. That's how we got to get back on that shit. And that might be the cardio you need, man. You might not even have to do nothing else. Of course, jumping jacks, burpees, jump roping, maybe jogging. That'd be cool too. But I'm saying like if you can get to that, if you get to punching, some punching shape, I don't think nobody can fuck with you, dog. Yeah, we'll get some, man, Monday. Look, if you can get to some punching, that's what we be running from. Listen, Chef Disaster, all the workouts I've been doing within the last year are workouts I used to run from, right? I've been trying to avoid it, and now I'm running to it, and things been getting better in life, not just health-wise. We talking about life because I'm not running from the hard things no more. So I'm just telling you that, right? Because I don't know what you could be running from, but if you're running from hard shit, run to this shit now. And I know that punching, the punching workout is one of them things that folks be running from. Kind of like the burpee workout. Niggas be running from burpees and shit. That's what you got to run to now. I ain't running from that shit, right? We ain't running from none of that hard shit no more, man. The punching workout, that was the one thing I'm looking at like, okay, this is what I've been missing because I just don't like shadow boxing. And how would I actually tear a nigga ass up right when it's time for me to squabble if I ain't used to punching, nigga? Like, fuck getting into a fight like I was in my 20s and you getting tired too soon. We talking about you now can last 5 minutes on a nigga ass, dog. Rapid punching on this nigga ass because you done got into some pretty good shape to where you could actually whoop a nigga ass for about 5 minutes, man. Just imagine the average fight about 30 seconds and everybody getting tired when y'all swinging. And some people can go a minute, right? But just imagine if you fight a dude who get tired and yet you got enough stamina to really just straight punch that nigga on some while he tired trying to throw hands at you, you punching that nigga for real on his ass and you going for 5 fucking minutes on it. Man, that nigga, look, come on, man. They gonna get the dogs on your ass, bro. They gonna get the dog. Listen, man. Chef Disaster. 3 minutes of you punching a dude on some rap, like you get on top of the nigga head, you start tearing the nigga ass up, and you ain't letting up for 3 minutes, man. You think a nigga can deal with you or me or anybody punching on them for 3 goddamn minutes, and they can't punch back because they tired? That's the advantage you'll have. A nigga tired. He done got too big. He done got too out of shape. He tired. He can't throw hands like you. He tired. You can tear his ass up for 4 minutes straight and don't even get tired, especially when that adrenaline start kicking in and you ain't tired at all, dog. And he looking like, bro, bro, come on, I'm good, I'm good. You want the nigga to be begging for mercy, bro. You want him to be crying. You ain't gotta even be the best fighter, Chef. You know what I mean? You ain't gotta even be the best fighter. It's just the fact that you can rapid punch for 5 minutes straight. That's gonna mean something when a nigga get tired, dog. When a dude get tired on your ass, and if he don't start grabbing on you, and if he do grab on you, you start tearing nigga ass up even more. He ain't gonna be able to take you doing all that, and he tired on you, dog, after the first minute. That's what I'm saying. My last fight was 2007. And yes, I got why she Taco Kitty funny than a motherfucker, man. Taco Kitty, why you fighting, my nigga? In your 30s, my nigga. What's up, man? And why you ain't answer your phone? I call you, man. What's up, man? That lame ass shit you on, bro. What's up, man? Why you squabbling in your 30s, man? I ain't had no fight in the 30s, bro. But I'm ready for one. Ain't like a nigga. I mean, give me about another month or two of me just doing what I've been doing in the shower room. I take my boxing gloves and that motherfucker, with my change of clothes. I can take a good workout. The cardio is inside the shower room, and I get on that boxing, do whatever little cardio I do. On top of that, and then hop in that shower when I've got a good sweat. I just want to see what I look like in about a month or two because it's a regimen. Now I'm doing this like four. It was 4 30 seconds. Now I'm trying to see if I can do maybe tomorrow. I might do six. I'm gonna see if I can go 6 times doing 30 seconds rapid punching and taking a 10-second break. And I want to see how this shit gonna work. I'm not proud of it, but sometimes shit escalate. Yeah, man. Why you didn't answer your phone though? Don't ignore me, man. God damn it. She'll say, I had one. I had one. I had one. I had one hit a quitter. One got a quitter power. But if I get speed up, right, it's over for now. For real, my shit would be like, what? Dog, listen. What I've been doing with these 16-ounce gloves, bro, within the last week or two, really a week and a half. After I get done doing my other workouts, I'm already kind of tired, and then I do 30 seconds, 4 sets of 30 seconds with 10-second rest, and I'm just rapid punching, just real fast as I can, dog, for 30 seconds. And that shit take all day for some reason when you punching fast. And I got to rest for 10 seconds. I count to 10. Or I'm looking on the time on my phone, and then when 10 seconds go by, I got to get right back. That shit, it don't feel good. It ain't supposed to. But get used to doing that shit. You will have the advantage over any nigga running up on you. We talking about you got to take the 10-second break and get right back into it. Then you take another 10-second break and get right back into it. And you got one more that's going to kill you, dog. And you like, oh my God, dog, this shit got to be over with. Yes. That page been hitting. Don't get on okay. Man, I'm talking about nigga your number. I got your number, man. Now I'm fucking with you. I ain't got your number, bro. You need to do something about that, man. I've been trying to call you, my nigga. You faking, man. You faking like you always been doing, man. You faking, dog, since 2021, man. Shove this out. So listen, bro. Get them gloves, my nigga, and see if I'm lying. Just see if you don't break a sweat within that first 30 seconds to where now you out of breath, and now you a week go by, 2 weeks go by, and you doing this shit every day, and if you don't get good at when you see yourself in the mirror, you see how sharp you looking now. It go from being ugly and you just looking like a beginner and you can better keep your arms up for a long time to now 5 days in, nigga, you actually seeing a little muscle coming in your back, your upper back, around the shoulder area. You actually seeing that you can actually dig into a nigga ass rope with these heavy ass gloves on. You can punch in somebody. You punching, dog, like you fighting a nigga, hitting a nigga head, bro. You punching, and it go from you catching your breath the first couple of days you doing it to now you in it. Yeah, you tired though, but you in it though. Like you can look and see yourself having what's the word I'm looking for, man? You having the precision. That's what I mean. You got the precision now. You see the precision now. So you more focused on the precision of making sure you punching sharp punches now more than you getting out of breath. You're not even worried about getting out of breath like it was the first couple of days. You now looking at how your form is now. You like, okay, nigga, that form was on point. That form, me punching a sharp jab, or just punch like as if I'm just rapid punching a nigga, like I'm just tearing nigga ass up. That shit is what I'm looking at, even though I'm out of breath, but I'm still looking at how while I'm out of breath, how I can still keep this goddamn form going. Well, goddamn. Yeah, man. I'm about to get out of here, man. I'm finna go to sleep, bro. Let me go to sleep, man. I'm gonna holler at y'all later. Appreciate y'all listening, man. Hey.